Happy New Year, Retro Crew! In this video, we're going to talk about some of the movies, TV shows, and video games that we've experienced in 2024.
I'm Matt.
I'm Brian, and we're the Retro Sons.
We didn't have any certain amount we wanted to do, but I have 5 and an honorable mention, so...
I have 6 and an honorable mention.
So let you go first, then I'll go second, and we'll go that way.
Alright, and to be clear, this isn't just stuff that was released in 2024, it's just things that we experienced for the first time this year.
Yeah,
so,
most of mine are pretty new though, but...
Yeah, and this is in no particular order.
Yeah.
Proceed with the countdown!
First movie that I have on my list is Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, it's pretty funny, and there's a lot of hype surrounding it, and even after it came out, for the longest time, you couldn't go to Facebook or anywhere without hearing bye bye bye.
Yeah.
Or seeing him doing that dance in the opening.
Yeah, with the Madonna song there.
Yeah, Like a Prayer.
Yeah.
And it was good to see Hugh Jackman come back as Wolverine.
Yeah,
and to see all the different variants of Wolverine as he was looking for one to help save his universe.
Yeah.
And the Cavalry, that one was a good one too.
Yeah, definitely.
And it was just a good movie, and it's fun to watch even the second time.
Yeah.
Honey, so we can watch it over and over again.
That one is on my list too, so once I get there, I guess I won't say it.
Right.
Samesies!
That was probably the best new movie I've seen this year, though. I know you said we weren't going to do it in any certain order, but
Yeah.
that was definitely the best movie I saw in 2024.
Yeah, it was a very good one.
And since it's pretty new still, I don't want to do too many spoilers.
No.
But it's definitely the best Deadpool movie.
Yeah, for sure.
I always liked Deadpool and Wolverine together.
Yeah.
It wasn't very good in that one movie, but
We do not speak of it.
In the X-Men Origins, Wolverine? No.
yeah, but people have been waiting years for it, I think.
Yeah.
So it was good to finally see it.
And it even made Hugh Jackman decide to come back. Like, once he saw the first Deadpool movie, he knew he had to come back.
Yeah, and that was 2 or 3 days after he said he's never going to play him again. The first Deadpool came out.
Right, so that's good.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Mhm.
Alright, my first one is a video game. And this one didn't come out this year, but it's Tunic.
Oh.
I need to start playing it again, because I haven't gotten very far, but
What's the move? You have a problem, sir! Seek help!
there's a lot of puzzles in it, and it's doesn't tell you much at all. The more you play, the more clues you get, but the clues don't really help either until you figure out what.
Yeah, it's kind of like the older Zelda games, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, you just
Just
left in a world.
Left in a world, yeah, and you have to figure everything out on your own. They give you almost no clues.
Yeah, so I can see why you like that one.
And everything is hidden. There's so many hidden paths and caves and...
Hidden.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. I have to start playing it again. Like I said, I haven't played it much. I didn't play it much this year, but I've been busy with stuff, so
Yeah,
I'll have to get back into it.
I watched you play a little bit. It does.
I'm so not far in that I might just start the entire game over. Just start from the beginning.
Start over.
What the?
But I really do want to play and beat that game. Alright, so your next one?
I don't know if I should do a video game or a show. I'll do a show, since we've done a movie and a game now. This one will probably get a lot of flack, but a show that I like that I saw and it actually came out this year was The Acolyte.
This decision is
Yeah, I like that show too.
Yeah.
I wish they didn't cancel it.
Yeah, I know, but everybody hated it so much for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know why. I thought that was one of the better Star Wars shows that I've seen.
Yeah, I like that it wasn't like everything we've gotten so far has been in the overarching Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
It's nice to see something like 100 years before that and how Jedi used to be and how they operated and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and they go out in teams and not just a Padawan and a Master going and doing missions. It was an entire group of them.
Yeah, and you had I know there's been aliens and stuff, but as Jedi, you had a diverse
Spit it out already.
thing. Like there was a Wookiee one. I know he was dead in the main story, but it flashed back. No,
Yeah,
it did flash back.
Yeah.
It showed what he was like, and there's different types of Wookiees. Like the Gladiator one in Book of Boba Fett was neat.
Yeah. And I know people usually don't like when it happens, but I like they saw something from one point of view and then an entire episode was from the other point of view of that.
Yeah.
You saw two sides of the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. A lot of people didn't like the writing or any of it, but I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah,
It made
I
my
thought
list.
it was really good. Like I said, I thought it was one of the better Star Wars shows that have come out.
Yeah, because it was kind of new. It wasn't just shoehorning things into Skywalker saga.
Trying to retcon stuff.
Yeah, and like messing with the
and
formula that's been set up.
the worst one was that bounty hunter guy there. What was his?
Boba Fett?
Yeah, the Book of Boba Fett. That was probably the worst Star Wars show.
Yeah,
I don't even care if that angers people. Like, that show is bad.
it's pretty much just Mandalorian season 2.5 or something,
And well,
wasn't it?
2 or 3 episodes were just the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Like, Boba Fett wasn't even in them.
Mm.
It might have only been 1 episode, but it seems like it was a lot of that season, which was, 8 or 9 episodes?
Yeah.
Even 1
Something like
episode
that.
out of that being not with Boba Fett's crazy.
Mm.
Crazy. That is crazy.
I like the Acolyte. It made my list.
I'm going to do another video game. This is the second video game, and the only other one on my list. Echoes of Wisdom.
Oh.
Like, if we do have a review of that, we'll tag it up above. But it was... I didn't play many video games this year. I'm going to say that.
No.
Like, I think these are the only 2 I played this year, so that's why it made the list. But
Yeah, I played a lot of older video games this
yeah,
year.
me
Like,
too. Those are the only 2 new ones I played. It was good. I mean, there's no real good way to do it with your main character that doesn't fight with a sword. But I think they did the best they could with it. I don't know why they went in that direction. I wouldn't have if I was them, but I think they just wanted, so many people wanted a Zelda point of view game, and they didn't just want to make it like Link. But I don't know, it's not a Legend of Zelda game in my eyes, even though Zelda's the main character. But
It is, though.
It could have
I
made
said it in our review, but like, think how much better that game would be if Link was the main character of that game. You got a magic rod, and he did everything. But he had his sword. You didn't have to like
Yeah,
have under a minute of sword fighting. Like, the boss battles were so bad because you couldn't fight them. Like, you had to wait for those little balls of energy to get to you, so you could do a little bit of damage to the end bosses. I don't know. Maybe I just played the game wrong, and that's why I don't like it. But when I'm playing a Zelda game, like, my main way is like a sword attack or a weapon. Like, you get a bow and bombs, but you can only use them when you're in a sword fighting ability. So I'm making it sound like I hated it. I did like the game. It just, in my eyes, it wasn't a Zelda game. So that's my second one. My second video game highlight of the year.
And moving on.
Okay, so I'm going to do a video game now. And this was a new one this year, and it's the only actual one that came out this year that I played. It's Star Wars Outlaws.
Yeah.
And I liked when I was doing the story, and there's stuff to do, and then you could go off and do side missions. It was all fun.
And there was a lot of complaints about that video game too.
Yeah.
Like, people with Star Wars stuff are so, I don't know.
Judgmental?
Yeah, judgmental, or
Yeah.
I don't know. They just judge it very critically.
Mm.
It seems like overly.
Yeah.
Which I really can't say much because the last game I talked about I was overly critical of. But
Oh, that's fine. That's fine.
I liked it, and it's like my favorite character. I've said before, and I'll say it again, is Han Solo. So to have a character that's like him that you can play as and not like as Jedi
yeah.
is nice.
Yeah,
But-
Star Wars game where there's no lightsabers or anything like that.
But once you finish the story and there's all the side missions to do, I didn't really much care for the side missions because it's just like, go here, sneak in and steal something, or go talk to this person, or like, I wish they'd do more like smuggling stuff, like pick up a cargo, talk to somebody, take a job from him, pick up cargo, fly it to another.
Yeah, or go
Location.
somewhere, get the cargo, and then bring it to this location.
Right. I know that Kay Vess is more like a heist type of person. She's not really a smuggler, but
Well, if you're a famous smuggler, you're not doing it right.
she could still take those kind of jobs, and there is smuggling jobs, but it's just like, go here on your speeder and bring it back here in a certain time limit type of thing. So I haven't really put it in too much and played the side missions now that I've finished the story. I might go back and do it if there's a DLC that I could download and play that now.
Yeah.
And if there's a sequel, I'll buy that and play it if it comes out. So I did like it, but once it's finished, there's not like a lot to do. Like in Hogwarts Legacy, it's the same kind of thing.
A lot of open world games are like that, though. Like, once
Yeah.
you're done the main story, there's just like pointless
Fetch
fetch
quests.
quests. Yeah.
Yeah. And even though these are things we liked from the year, it sounds like we're complaining more about them than.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we're saying the pros and cons.
yeah, it was fun, and the story was fun to play through. And
I guess it kind of points to the fact that video games and movies are kind of running out of ideas, and there's
Yeah.
only so much they do with them.
that's true.
We need to start branching out and doing new stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, there's no sense in having a giant open world game when there's nothing to do in it.
Yeah,
It kind of defeats the purpose.
yeah. Now if I play it, I just get on my ship and fly to another place, and then like walk around a little bit, get on my ship, fly to a different place.
Yeah.
And The world I like most in the game is Tatooine, which is sad because that's been used the most in all the Star Wars things.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if they did something fun with the other
Kind of
worlds.
nostalgia why you like it because you know Tatooine and you're familiar with it.
Could be, but like you go to the other worlds and you don't know your way around. You like go into a building and it's like kind of a maze, and I don't know how to get anywhere.
I have no memory of this place.
That's just the funnest place to be, I guess. And it could be the nostalgia
Yeah.
and the like Wild West feel to it. Like you can get off your ship and just like fast draw on a rat that's running around or something.
Yeah. All right. So my next one is a movie. It's Beetlejuice.
That's the other movie on my list too. So
Yeah, and that it wasn't like the original, but for a movie 30 years after the original came out, it was pretty good. I don't know how many times I've said it on this channel, but they really shouldn't do sequels to a movie that long after the original.
no,
But I think they did pretty good with it. It wasn't my favorite movie ever. I definitely like the first one better, but it was a pretty good movie.
yeah,
I
it's
thought
nice
they did pretty good with the sequel on that.
that Michael Keaton came back.
Yeah.
And he was just as good as he was in the first one.
Yeah, he
with the
was.
makeup and everything. He was,
I have to say though, like they made him less crazy.
yeah,
Like he was very offensive in the first one, and I think with cancel culture and all that, they have to like tone stuff down.
yeah. We said that in our review of it too.
Yeah,
He was like toned down, and
yeah,
I don't know, he just felt off. He was more like he was in the cartoons. I think more like a protagonist
yeah.
type of thing.
And I really wish they kind of made it an R-rated movie. And I know R sells a lot less than PG-13, but I would like to see it.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would have liked to see it.
Maybe they can come out with a special version that's rated R.
Maybe
I don't know if they filmed enough stuff for it or if they probably didn't.
if it was Robin Williams, they would have.
Yeah, they would have.
That's always funny to hear. He'd
Right.
like do a lot of improvising, and they'd have like 3 different cuts of the film.
Even with all the cons of the movie, I thought it was one of the best new movies I've seen this year.
Yeah, most memorable for sure. Because
Definitely.
when we were making this list, it was that and Deadpool and Wolverine that I remembered.
Yeah, that was really one. Oh no, whatever was it called? Runner Up
Oh, yeah.
is a movie. Well, technically 2 movies, but we'll get there.
Okay.
I'll get to it. That's my next one.
Yeah, I'm not going to say that one then because it was on my list. And I'm going to do my other video game. And it's a couple years old, but I played it for the first time this year, Forspoken. And when I was telling people I wanted to get it, they're like, oh, that game doesn't look too good. It got bad reviews. But
Oh my god, who cares?
I never listened to that. If I like the look of the game, I'll get it.
Yeah,
And
I don't listen to other people's reviews on video games because not
Yeah.
everybody or
Well-
not many people have the same views in video games and movies as I do.
Right. And a lot of people just go off of reviews that they've heard, and critics are always like pretty down on things anyway.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're not much better. We're pretty much down on all the stuff that was our favorite of this year.
no, but like I was gonna say, if it looks good in the trailer, then I'll give it a shot. And I usually end up liking it, and this game's no exception. I like this one. I got to get back into it. I haven't finished it, but
Yeah, from what I've seen of the trailers and everything, it looks good. But
yeah, it's got like that fantasy magic element to it. She lives in New York, and she runs afoul of a gang, and she's just like an orphan, and her life's not very good. She finds a magic bracelet that transports her to this other world, and she's trying to figure out how to get back. And it gives her like the ability to shoot projectiles and all this kind of stuff, and you learn more as you go along.
yeah,
It's pretty neat. And she's like starting to like the world and want to help them. Like she's figuring out that they're living in a dark place. And
I'm not
she's
trying to bash another series, but I like when you gain stuff as you're going along. You don't just get it all in the beginning and have it through the entire game.
yeah,
I like the sense of progression as you go. You get stronger.
yeah, exactly.
No, not saying any names or anything. So, excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
your turn.
Yeah.
Or continue.
I don't know. I think I've said everything. I liked it, and I want to get back into it because I haven't played it too much yet. But I gave it a try, even though people told me they didn't think it was going to be good.
Well, I like to make my own opinions too.
Yeah, me too.
I don't like to listen to people and be like, oh, that's no good, so I'm not going to try it, even though I like the look of what I see. It helps if they're on sale or cheap, like Forspoken was.
Yeah,
Was it
right.
$20 at Walmart?
Yeah.
So even if it's bad, you get to play a game for a little while.
I see this as an absolute win.
All right, my next one it's a TV series, and I think it ended a year or so ago, but it's Magnum P.I., the remake.
Yeah, that's the other TV show I have on my list too.
And we do have a video of that. We'll stick that up above too. And there's one we talked about earlier. What was it?
What's that? Something we're gonna put up there?
Maybe we could. I don't know. But anyways, we'll put our video for Magnum PI up there. This is a remake. I love the original show, but I think the remake is even better than the original.
Yeah, I like the remake.
So good. All 5 seasons. I wish it was more. It got canceled for some reason. A network dispute, but...
Lame.
I thought they did really good. I loved every new character or every character that was in it. I think the people they picked to play them were perfect.
Yeah, it was all really well done. Like, updated, but still, like, reminiscent of the original.
Yeah. I like how they had his original car in the first episode. And they kind of showed you why he's not using that car anymore.
Mm-hmm. And he still has the 1911 style gun, but like an updated version of that. The 2011, I think it is.
And he still has the Pepsi Rolex.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
But there's nothing I don't like about that show. Every episode is good. It doesn't go too crazy on anything. I mean, the only thing is they solve every single case wicked easy. Sometimes overly easy, but it's still great how they do it and how they get to the solution.
And yeah, it doesn't even bother me that they gender swapped Higgins in the show. Like, usually that kind of thing would bother me. Like, why would they make him this way instead of how they were in the original? But it was well done.
I think they did it right. And they kind of... Her and Magnum kind of had the same relationship that Higgins and Magnum did in the original. Like, but near the end of the show they didn't.
No,
but in the beginning they did.
Yeah, like the antagonistic.
Yeah,
they like actually
like
each other.
They like each other. They respect each other. They like what they do, but they just like to pick on each other and make it seem like they're enemies.
Yeah, like Higgins thinks he's a freeloader, and Magnum thinks Higgins is like a uptight. Person. You still have the lads in it, Zeus and Apollo.
Yeah, Rick and TC are in the show, and they even introduced some new characters for the group,
like Shamie and Jin, and Kumo.
Yeah, and they're all good additions.
Mm-hmm. Then you have Katsumoto.
Yeah, I like Katsumoto.
Yeah, I like Rick in this show too.
Yeah, I did too.
I mean, he was okay in the original, but I don't know. There's just something about him in this remake.
Yeah, I like the friendship between Magnum and his friends too.
Yeah, like
and it was like that in the original. Like they were best buddies, war buddies.
Yeah, and he's always asking them for favors, but he'll do anything for them too if they need it.
Yeah,
like he owes money, but he's willing to help out.
Yeah,
if he can.
Yeah, it's just a really good show. That's probably the best TV show I saw of the year. And we watched all 5 seasons this year, so it counts. And
we'll probably watch it again before long.
Yeah. All I have left is my runner-up. I should have done that now, but I'll do it after yours.
All right. Did I do all my... Yep, I did everything else. So my runner-up was 2.5 Men, which is...
Oh, we watched that this year?
Yeah. Like, not long ago.
Yeah.
But not like new, but we watched it for the first time this year.
Yeah.
And it was just funny. And even with the staff changes midway through, I still think it was pretty good.
It was. I don't know if that would even make my list, though.
No.
I like it. It was great in the beginning, but like after, 12 seasons? By the end of that, we were like, is this over yet?
Yeah, but they should have used Ryan Stiles a lot more, too.
Yeah,
his character was wicked funny in it.
Yeah, he was.
For me,
and I know a lot of people probably didn't like when Charlie Sheen left and Ashton Kutcher came in, because a lot of people don't like him. But I thought it was just as good when he came in, if not a little bit better, because I'm not the biggest fan of Charlie Sheen.
Towards the end, they were doing a lot more wall breaking.
Yeah,
the fourth wall breaking.
Definitely the last episode.
Yeah, but
like Arnold Schwarzenegger's entire monologue there was basically all wall breaking.
Yeah. But there was one part where they had a party, and then he came down the next morning. He's like, "Oh, it looks like Charlie Sheen's house."
Yeah,
it was all trashed and everything.
Yeah, and he said something to the door. Like someone came to the door, and he's like, "Charlie Sheen doesn't live here anymore."
Yeah.
So they did that a few times throughout the last 4 seasons.
Yeah, and Mila Kunis was in an episode. She's like, "This is my name, and my parents got it from that '70s show, Maude or whatever." But just a lot of things like that. It was really funny when they did that kind of thing.
Yeah, it was a good show, but like I said, by
the
end of if we didn't watch it like back to back, 12 seasons probably wouldn't seem that bad.
No.
But by season 10, we were like, is this show still going on? Like, why isn't it over yet?
Yeah, it was a bit rough, but all the characters were good. Like, even Berta, it seems like she'd be an annoying character, but she was funny.
Yeah, it was good. I kind of hated the main character there by the end.
Alan? Yeah. He changed a lot from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show, but like I said, even if I did remember we watched that this year, I probably wouldn't have put it on my list.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Alright, so my runner-up or runner-ups is Dune and Dune 2.
Oh, I didn't watch those
Yeah.
ones, so.
They were a lot better than I thought they were going to be. I'm not going to say much because you haven't seen them, and it's hard to distinguish 1 from 2 in my head now because it's been a while since I've seen them. But I think 3 is coming out either this year or next year, or 25 or 26, so next year or the year after. But I am excited for Dune 3.
I didn't know there was going to be a third one.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there is. The way they left the second one is going to be.
You're probably right. But
Yeah, they're long movies. Like, they're over 2 hours, I think, both. But really good. You should probably see them.
yeah.
So when 3 comes out, we can watch that together.
Do it. Do it.
I bought them and you didn't want to see either one, so I watched them myself, and I thought they were pretty good.
Maybe I'll check them out.
Yeah. But like I said, Deadpool and Wolverine was definitely the best movie I've seen this year. And Tunic was the best game I've played this year. Those are my tops for this year. And my favorite season was Magnum. Or my favorite series was the Magnum PI series.
If I had to pick favorites, I'd probably say Deadpool and Wolverine for the movie, Star Wars Outlaws for the game, and like you said, probably Magnum PI for the show.
Yeah. Alright, so those are our picks for 2024. Let us know what yours are. Like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be an orb over here. Watch one of these 2 videos, and we'll see you in the future.
To talk more about the past.